Good morning, my darlings. My name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I've been very blessed to be on a spiritual journey for the last couple of years, and out of that, during this time, I've been doing many readings for friends and for family. And I've now been guided to step out of my comfort zone and to start doing readings for the general collective. And that's with the trust and knowing that Spirit will guide whoever's meant to see and resonate with these readings at the right time, the divine time for them, be it today, tomorrow, or in a year's time. I love to do readings for love, obviously readings for love for another person, but most importantly, love for oneself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And also in England, there's nothing that a cup of tea can't cure if somebody's feeling a bit sad or needs some advice from a friend or a family member. So really these cup of tea tarots are just our little cup of tea and a natter with Spirit to see what messages they do have for you today, Pisces. I've just launched my channel, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, and I have a website, veritastarot.com, and I'm taking personal readings at a special introductory rate. So if you'd like a reading, you like what I've done here today, please do get in touch. I'm planning on doing these cup of tea tarots every week for you, and also looking to do rainbow readings for chakra cleansing, because they're very important as well. So let's move on with the reading, Pisces. I'm using the Celtic Tarot. There's a little bit of Celtic in me, and I have blessed and shuffled the cards, and I've pulled 7 cards for you, being guided by Spirit, which is what I'm doing for these cup of tea tarots. So I'm going to start obviously with the first card, which is where you are in your present state of mind, how you're sort of perceiving things. And what's so beautiful is you have the Strength card. Now, the Strength card says a lot of things to me. One, it's about that balance between, we all have in us the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And you are very much in the divine feminine state of mind at the moment. You're being very guided by Spirit. You're trusting your intuition. You are at a place of peace. It's coming more and more and more every day. You are beginning to see the sort of manifestations of what you desire, representing by the flowers there. So little seeds of things have now started to grow and manifest into your life. And you're quietening your fears. That's the lion, that's the divine masculine side of you, which can, you know, be brilliantly very logical and very protective, but also can be prone to the kind of fear-based, anxiety-based thoughts. And so I'm really seeing that you're coming into that strength now, which is fantastic. The daisies represent motherhood as well, and they represent that love of a mother too, and the whole kind of awakening side. So maybe you're a mother, and this is also your very protective side coming out, so you're coming into that balance too. What you have in your past is the 5 of Cauldrons. So you can see here, this person is focusing on things that have fallen over. So there has been in your past, you know, regret, remorse for things that may have happened. I see these 2 cups that are upright. Normally in the 5 of Cups, all 3 of these are down, but these 2 cups are upright. I believe if you have children, they represent your children. But this 1 cup here, so whatever has happened in a partnership or relationship with somebody, it's caused you a lot of pain. But what I'm seeing with this card is this rainbow is saying to me this period of time that we've had to spend a lot of time on our own, in reflection. It's given you that time for going within and understanding. The pig sort of represents your understanding and knowledge about why it happened, taking responsibility for things that you may have done from your place of pain or your conditioned behaviour, and understanding that somebody else also, you know, people react and are triggered by conditioned behaviours they've had all their lives, and they don't necessarily mean to hurt. But the 2 of Cups here, in the past you were ignoring that, and those 2 of Cups, you know, this transformation that you've gone through, these pearls here represent a lot of tears. This transformation is leading you to this 2 of Cups, this lovely wish fulfillment. And the river here, the river represents the sort of going with the flow, let go, let God, allow the universe to step in and do what it wants to do for you and bring in this extraordinary abundance and self-love and love into your life and something you deserve. And if you see there's a little tiny boat there on the river, so it's sort of saying lift your oars of anxiety and fear and go with the flow. And that's what you've been doing, because you've now stepped into that strength card. So this is a really well done, darling, from Spirit. Well done, Pisces. I'm going to look now at, and just to add on the strength card, one of the extraordinary things about the strength is it takes an awful lot of strength. Thank you, Spirit. It takes an awful lot of strength to face your fears. And I really think you've done that. And a lot of people can't face their fears. They don't want to look inside and see things and learn and grow, because it's actually easier just to keep going the way they are and keep repeating the same cycles and transfer how they feel about life onto somebody else. And I really say well done to you, because you have obviously faced your fears and gone within. So that's fantastic. What's driving you? This is your sort of feeling behind your feeling. This is your subconscious soul feeling. It's the Seven of Wands. And this is brilliant to see this here. So you are very determined, and you know, your soul knows what it's doing. You know that you are now on the right path, however difficult it may seem at times. However much people may say things to you, you're standing in your place of truth. You're empowered. Spirit's right there behind you. And you've put down that white rose. This means putting down those desires that are born out of ego and resentment or fear or whatever. You now are standing in that place of truth. And that's absolute. And you're standing with a place of peace, because the ones there have the olives on, which represent peace. And so that is fantastic. That's what's driving you forward, that knowing. What's coming in for you in the very near future is the Two of Shields. And the Two of Shields is that feeling of having a little bit too much on your plate and not quite sure what to do. And Spirit is saying to you, don't worry, everything's as it should be. Everything will be as it should be. Everything that comes into our life is for our souls to evolve and grow. So you see with the wolf here, the wolf, we all have two wolves inside of us. We have the fear wolf and we have the soul wolf, the love wolf. And the wolf that leads the pack is the one you feed. So don't feed your fears, Spirit's saying. Don't get overwhelmed by everything. Everything is as it should be. Have patience. It all happens in divine timing. And just be in the moment as much as possible and try not to get overwhelmed. And just know that you are being guided all the time. You are being guided by Spirit. What's coming in for you? This is the advice for Spirit about that. What's coming in for you is the Wheel of Fortune. And so you've had to go through this dark night of the soul to get here. This is the wheel. It's turning in your favor, and we have to know what we don't want in order to know what we do want. And that's part of our life's experiences, and that's why God and the universe gives us these experiences, these contrasts for us to understand. We can't know what happy is unless we know what sad is. So you are now in this whole new cycle with the Wheel of Fortune going in your favour. And you've gone through, as we know, this sort of period of time that's been a little tricky, but you're now stepping into this new time, and something's coming in for you. The wheel is now turning on your favour. And the wheel only turns in your favour when you have done the work on yourself and you've gone within and you've healed and you've forgiven and you don't judge and you have understanding and compassion. So again, well done, darling. This is a wonderful reading for you, Pisces. What's in your energy, what's around you at the moment is the Emperor. And the Emperor, this is in here, it's the Father, but it's the Emperor. And the Emperor is about somebody who's, and I see this here as a really good card in terms of the Emperor. This is not somebody who's egotistical or stuck in their pride, whatever. This is an Emperor who's coming in or has, already come in for you. And why I see this here in this position with these other cards is they don't put up with any bullshit. They kind of ignore anything negative around them. You are attracting in a person because you're stepping out of those negative energies and you're moving into this higher vibration. You're attracting in like, and you're attracting in somebody who doesn't want to play games, doesn't want to be part of all of this. And this is what doesn't want to be part of any sort of negative energies, and is there to support you and is there to protect you. And this is the person who's either coming into your life or has already arrived in your life. And what's your sort of Sorry, I'm so sorry about my throat. Somebody obviously wants to speak to you. And what's coming in, what's sort of your outcome at the moment is the High Priestess. And so whoever this person's coming in is going to support this spiritual growth and this enlightenment you have. The High Priestess is such a beautiful card. It's all about divine law. It's about mystery. It's about wisdom. It's about spirituality. It's about knowing when to be silent and when to speak. It's about speaking your truth. And she here, but you see she's dropping in these little acorns almost into this same cauldron that you saw in the original Five of Cups with the pearls. So this has all been transformative because you've gone through this pain. She's dropping in those manifestations. She's dropping in those things, and she knows that they will bubble up and appear at the right time. And she's completely guided by spirit. And so I just believe that you, by being in this High Priestess vibration, you are creating and manifesting the life that you deserve. You have learnt self-love, you have learnt self-worth, you have grown, you've learnt, as I've said to you before, you understand the laws of the universe, you're not judging, you have forgiven. And because of that, you know, you're going, this person's going to come in and support you and applaud you as well. And it's going to be a very, very strong relationship. I'm surprised that the Empress hasn't appeared. I'm sure she would do, because the Emperor and the Empress are absolutely match made in heaven. And this is divinely guided for you. So Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that reading, my darling. I very much look forward to seeing you in a week's time. And if you did like it, please, I'd love it if you'd leave a comment and like, subscribe and share. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.